Next subject, bro. Mr. Russell Westbrook. The Lakers are 16 and 14 right now in the league. Man, what's going on with the Lakers, man? Do you feel like Westbrook is going to be out? Do you think he's a big problem, or do you think he's most as a scapegoat right now?
I'm gonna be honest with you, B Jizzle. It's not Westbrook, believe it or not. It's not Westbrook. Now, I know I joke a lot. I know I play around a lot. Like, it's Westbrook fault. And everybody who saw our last 2 or 3 shows, I always say something funny like, it's Westbrook. Westbrook don't need to be there. But okay, all seriousness, all jokes aside, it's actually not Westbrook. It's Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is supposed to be in his prime right now. But let me keep things straight. Let me use facts real quick. Okay, in the last game, my man Westbrook, 14 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Okay, the game before that, this man, 23 points, 9 assists, 10 rebounds. Now, the last game with Anthony Davis, 9 points, 1 rebound. And then the game before that, I think he had like 20-some points. But my thing is, Westbrook is really the third option, but yet he actually overall, far as the impact on the team, is actually doing more of a benefit than what Anthony Davis is doing with these up and down games. So it's not Westbrook. Now, will I say Westbrook is a good piece to this puzzle? No, I don't think Westbrook really fits well with the LA Lakers system. I just don't. No matter how many good games he have, I don't think that he really meshes well with the chemistry of LeBron James and Anthony Davis and the rest of those guys out there. But to say that it's Westbrook, I don't think it's Westbrook. I think Westbrook is being Westbrook. He's still putting up his points. He's putting up his stats. He's actually a good benefactor to this team. But the way that he's used in this team does hurt them. But if I have to say who's actually hurting the team, believe it or not, people, and I know some people may disagree, but it's Anthony Davis. He's having a lot of subpar games. He's not showing up. He shows up sometimes, then he doesn't show up other times. And when you're supposed to be the next guy to take the torch for this, this establishment, this team, he's not really showing that he's going to do that. And then we got to also remember, I know LeBron James is phenomenal. I know he can do what he does, but he's getting old, people. You can't keep treating LeBron like he was back in, 13, 14, and 15 when he's with the Miami Heat and the Cleveland, and even when he was with Cleveland before he went to Miami. So it's Anthony Davis. But what do you think?
So that's definitely so. I'm going to piggyback a little few points that you just made. For Anthony Davis, yes, he is at fault because he's not even putting effort. It's more like the numbers are the numbers. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have bad games. But I'm watching the games. It's like he's disengaged. Like he's just not even a part of it. He's not making no impact. It was a big difference from when his first year he was the Lakers to now. I don't know. And then I was like, is Anthony Davis, is he hurt? I'm like, nah, he ain't hurt. Well, he's hurt now. He's out for 4 weeks. You know what I'm saying? At least with that knee injury. So hopefully he comes back soon. But before, like when he's healthy, he's like, this guy just looks disengaged. Like when they played the Timberwolves the other night when he got hurt before, Karl Anthony Towns just pretty much took over from start to finish. Like there's no energy coming from Anthony Davis. So there's no real passion. When I look at Westbrook, even though he has, turned the ball over, a few games, he's not making as many turns as he did earlier in the season. I'm agreeing with you. He doesn't fit with this team, wholeheartedly. But I feel like people are using Westbrook now as the scapegoat to pretty much, say like compensate for Anthony Davis. Like AD has not been playing up to par. Let's just get that very clear. But as far as Westbrook being out of LA, I don't see it happening because here's why. Contract and trade value. It's more than just people saying, okay, just swap this player for that player. We need this player for this player. Like, it's still a business. It's still money involved, right? So Westbrook has a fat contract with the Lakers. He's getting paid more than any player on the Lakers, including LeBron and Anthony Davis, but he's the third option. So that just goes to show you it's not about how good you are. It's just about your contract at that time. So he's getting paid $41 million on a salary per year for the next 5 years. So you have to get a player to really much match that contract or close to it so you don't overcompensate. So if the Lakers take on a contract with a player making less money, that's going to hurt the Lakers down the line because it's like I'm paying overcompensating. So they want to have somebody who has a pretty similar contract. The only player I can think and I saw who has a similar contract who plays at the same position is John Wall. Well, you just traded for John Wall back when he was on Washington, was in the West was on the Houston Rockets, And that didn't really make much of a difference. Essentially, they're the same player. As a matter of fact, Westbrook's a little bit more impactful. The only difference is that Wall doesn't turn the ball over. He's more of a playmaker. So you might be better as far as him fitting in that system, but I don't see Wall. That's not the thing with the Lakers. That's not their biggest issue. They have like 4 or 5 different issues going on. So that's not going to pretty much heal that situation. They got to deal with Anthony Davis's troubles, LeBron's getting older, Westbrook not fitting with that system, rotations, their outside shooting, their defense. Like they got like 5, 6 different issues. So let's say you traded for John Wall, it's still not going to make them into like a big championship team, in my opinion. And I also think the value of Russell Westbrook right now is going down because the Lakers are losing games. So like other teams are looking at like, yo, why would we get Westbrook? How is he going to help us? The only thing I can see Westbrook doing is being a number 1, number 2 option on an average to good team. But let me hear what you also got to say, bro, before you finish off.
Hey, man, pretty much everything you said is pretty much what I would have said, but I will piggyback off of this. You already said it, man. It really comes down to, trade value and contracts. I mean, look, man, you can't trade Westbrook right now. Like you said, his contract is too fat. He has too much time. And again, you brought up another good point. Other teams around the league, GMs, other establishments, they're looking at it like, okay, I mean, you got LeBron, you got Westbrook and AD, and you guys are literally 16 and 14. So if I'm an owner, if I'm a GM, I'm not finna, take on a fat responsibility of a contract like that with that many years just to get a subpar team. If I'm gonna trade that much money, I want a championship today. So kind of going off of what you said, man, I don't really see Westbrook going nowhere. But if I was the LA Lakers, man, I would really be getting in AD's butt right now because let's be real. They traded doggone everybody like their top prospects for that man. And if I was the coach, if I was the GM, if I was Miss Buss, I'm gonna tell you something. I would be all up in AD's butt right now. Pause. I would be just in his face, like, dude, you need to produce. We gave up some pretty high prospects for you. So I don't know if you're not sleeping at night. I don't know if you're troubled by something, but you need to talk to us so we can get your mind right. Because we got LeBron and we got everybody right now. Bro, we even got Carmelo Anthony for Westbrook to make him happy. So you need to get on this train. But that's all I got to say with that, B Jizzle.
So my last point, man. Look, man, this is something the Lakers asked for. This is what LeBron and Anthony Davis asked for. They asked for Russell Westbrook. So I'm hearing now you got to trade Russell Westbrook away. You had 7, 8 trade opportunities throughout the summer that you made. How many more moves do you need to make at this point? This is on the Lakers. This is on LeBron and Anthony Davis. They had Buddy Hield on the table. Rob Pelinka had Buddy Hield on the table who would have fit better with the Lakers, but they wanted to go with Westbrook. Everybody kept saying, this is not going to be a good fit for this team. Oh, we got Westbrook. We got it. And look at them now. If they had Buddy Hield, they would be probably somewhere in the 20-win range because he spreads the floor. He can shoot the ball well. And that's who LeBron plays better with, is with shooters and who can spread the court. I don't know what they were thinking that they can just bring Westbrook in by name and that he can just be like a big impact to their team. So as far as I'm concerned, the Lakers need to eat this one up. They need to own this. This is on them. They're going to have to make it work somehow. And if they don't win the championship, oh well, like you can't just try to fix everything just by moving everybody. That's not how it works.
No, I'm with you, BJ. I mean, look, man, I'm at a loss for words. You already kind of said it for me. This is LeBron and AD's, fault. So at this point, they got to make it work, man. And if they don't make it work, then it was just a bust, sad to say. But that's all I got to say on that note, people. Hey, again, we got the black, the red, the white, and the white tanks, the Pull Up Basketball Podcast shirts for $25 a pop. It's your co-host, Rick Masters. My Instagram is at RickMasters23 or Mr. Lee. You'll see me on there. Hey, I'm going to throw it back to B Jizzle.
Yes, sir. Follow us on our Instagram page. My Instagram page is BJizzle, BJIZZLE. Follow my co-host, Rick Masters, at RickMasters23. Follow me on Facebook, BJ Matthews, Instagram, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube. Like, share, subscribe. All of our videos get all updated content, you know what I'm saying? You can check us out every Sunday, you know what I'm saying? 11 to 12 p.m. on Central Standard Time, 9 to 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Pull up a seat, pull up a chair, pull up. Peace out of here like swimwear.